هاوس بات مريضة عطاوني موتور ضو وثلاثة شاشة داويني يا هلكتني الخدمة.
Yeah, my name is Salim Bayri, born in 92, Casablanca, Morocco. What kind of art do I make? Art that looks for certain sensations that I would like to reach, certain moods that are powered by my curiosity, just using tools that are closely available to me, trying to comment on topics that are related to feelings of displacement.
Is it permissible to submit a claim for the car repairs or the insurance? He has an answer for absolutely.
Due to the fact that I wasn't possible to make a show in a physical space with a gathering, instead of postponing the solo show, I tried to push it somewhere else that is not immediately in the online space or virtual. Try not to think it to this like black and white options, either physical or virtual. So try to find an in-between that has the intimacy of being close to an artwork. All these ways of how we communicate are sometimes very childish. There's this idea that the more elements there is, the more information you get. We can't meet physically, so we will make a video call. So in a video call there's sound, screen, a face, but actually this prevents your imagination from, it blocks your eye from seeing other things. And I thought that by closing your eyes and having only voice with you, your eye can generate other things than just a screen with a pixelated face in it, you know? Because we needed like an interface or like a space before the space of the earphone. So it's like a waiting room. We need like a waiting room before you get to the actual exhibition. And that's the website. The website is like this kind of maze in this confusing space that is blinking and stroboscopic and moves by clicking on it or tapping on the screen. And it's on purpose made annoying or not function in a comfortable way. The idea that occurred to me is to use this cable of earphone as a space in itself and consider it as an exhibition space and how to inhabit it, whether on the wire or by the information that goes through the wire, in this case, waves of sound and voice. Yeah, they are kind of sticky notes or placeholders that make this wire strange and make it not a earphone anymore, but something else, also. And loosely connect to the performance and the script and what I was saying through the phone. So they're like, I just imagine them as things between the audience and me. It's like this element in language called phatic elements, and it's like these words that don't mean anything, but they are necessary to hold conversation together. It's like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yes, right, oh, ah. It does that function, in my opinion. Apart from being cultures and objects and things that have relate to like real things, I think that's what they do.
This is hard. The epoxy resin. Hard. Space is a bit wet. A wet floor. There's a drawing in a corner. These are a little cabinet with the images. Sorry, I have a monolith.
C'est beau cette petite carte. Nali des écouteurs, moi j'en ai besoin. Trop bien.
Because at the time, I spent a lot of time at home and events were cancelled, and so automatically started using more and more the phone. Although at the beginning it was like a lot of video calls with my friends and family. But then at some point started getting tired of looking at face in a screen that barely moves. So slowly we started to drop the video and just use audio. So that's when I started thinking that voice is more powerful or more visual than a screen with a video call. The core of the project is, for me, the performance and the script that I wrote. Literally the voice that went from my body to the microphone, the technology, the servers of Skype, antennas, cellular, through the cables, and the ears of this other person behind the line that I don't know. And it's this essay that plays with this idea of how comfort and vision are related, how one affects the other. So how I feeling comfortable at home and spending so much time at home makes you blind and blurred by the routine of seeing the same thing again and again.
And then I come in a normal, not distorted voice. And this is just like a free zone, you know? It's not scripted, where I can...
How long have you been in this house you're living in now?
1 year.
1 year only. Yeah, it's not much. It's not a lot. Quite recent. Yeah. You know, I think that you feel at home when everything in it becomes invisible. What do you think of that? When your vision is just clouded by comfort. When you don't see anything strange at home. When everything is in its right place. You know, it's like your parents' home. You grow up there and you just see everything normal, but then if you live for some years and come back, then you see strange things. Just comfort makes things disappear. And I think you should feel comfortable at home, because that's the space where you can feel safe.
through these three characters. One is a 3D printer that is in the darkness, crying about the fact that it has all the data needed to print objects, but it cannot see the results, not see the shapes or the colors. It's all darkness. And then there's the owner of the printer wondering what's wrong with this machine that starts to call what it makes and asks about what it's making, while at some point there's children that break windows with throwing shoes at it and letting light in this space that I'm describing.
Justin Bieber received a shoe on stage that he avoided very well because he couldn't remember the lyrics of Despacito. Wait, I think I have a bit of a situation. Every time this happens, it just makes me very happy. And I have this song coming up.
So it was all surrounding these topics of how vision and comfort are related to each other.
But you think that my voice is distorted so it doesn't sound. Hi, Liselot. Good evening. Is the sound clear? Is it all sound and clear?
No, perfect. Just make sure you don't press any morning, afternoon, whatever you want is very earphones and you go to sound or have a in between. So there is no pressure. As always, sorry for this call before 10. I can imagine this thing keeps going because of course it cannot see that only processes information and puts it into layers. Okay. As you can see that you look like you see that.
Please record a message.
We are in every center. This enchanting. Red ghosts are dead things that she keeps saying. I wonder how it is like not to see. Just move around and it sounds theological with us are natural up, down, left and right, guessing what shapes mean and what they look like. It was like an light being in a dark room and sound